I switched it. It was Rose, but like there's a lot of people named Rose and like copyright issues and all that. So I just switched it to my real name.
She said, "Fuck it, man. I'm just gonna just keep it
Yeah.
how it is."
Okay.
I like that. All right, I fuck with
I'm
that.
gonna probably LLC it though.
What is Rose? Why Rose?
I switched it to like my clothing line now. So, well, and it's like the overall brand of Rose Promotions because I throw my own shows. Then
Oh shit.
Rose Clothing line, like you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so you a businessman. You an entrepreneur. You
Yes,
doing your
sir.
thing. Okay, I
Yes, sir.
fuck
Yes,
with it.
sir.
Hey, what's up, Guan? Bonjour, Famil. Bump Jonas here, and I'm chilling with.
Marcus Sanders.
We about to have a sit down at Sykes, y'all. Let's get started. All right, bro. So I appreciate you tapping in with me. Thank you so much for your time, your flexibility, because I know my schedule was a little wild. It's like, hey, bro, when we gonna get in and shit, man? So I thank you. First of all, I want to ask, and this is a cliche question I ask everybody, but who is Marcus Sanders? What do you do, and why?
All right. Marcus Sanders is I would say myself entertainer. Like I'm not gonna limit myself as an artist because I do many more things than just being an artist.
Okay, okay.
And far as like what I want, what I do, and where I want to be, uh, as of now, I'm kind of like managing myself, throwing my own shows, and also like managing other people in a sense. So
Okay. Oh,
I
shit.
just I want to be a big powerful force, like just in the music.
You a mogul. You trying to
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
mogul.
man.
Okay. Marcus Sanders, the mogul. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Okay, so why? Why? Why music? Why do you want to be a powerful force in music?
Well, music has like always been a part of my life, a part of me. Kept me going, you know. Just like to tune into like emotions through music, you know.
Okay, okay. I like the phrase.
So
I like that emotions. We're gonna get into that. So, how did you discover your talents? Like, how did you find out that you could? I mean, it's one thing to be interested in music. It's one thing to be surrounded by music. But how did you discover, like, yo, I can write, I can rap, I can make beats, I can play this instrument. How did you figure that out?
to be honest, it was the 50 Cent movie Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay, okay,
Cause his name was Marcus in it, right?
okay.
And then like I always like kinda like mess around, you know, tried to write raps, but then I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. He
You
like
tried this.
inspired me, like he was like, that's Marcus. I was like, my name Marcus. I was like, so I just kinda took that and ran with it a little bit and started taking it a little bit more serious. But these last 3-4 years is when like I cracked down on business, like far as like actually profiting from music and the things that come with music.
And what was the switch for you then? You said the last 3-4 years. So, you know, you were inspired by Get Rich or Die Trying. You are doing it, right? But what happened in the last 3 or 4 years that you started taking it seriously? Did something occur? Did you do something different? What triggered that choice in action?
I guess gain of focus, like blocking the world and just the distractions out. Cause you can always want to do something, but like, are you gonna actually do it? You gonna like do it then and there, or you gonna procrastinate? You know?
Right. And that's what it was. Is like you said, you can want to do something, but are you going to do it? And so you
Yeah.
made the choice to really
Do it
take action.
and be consistent.
Okay. So, and be consistent. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's okay. I mean, that's a powerful word. People don't understand that, but that's a powerful word to be consistent. For me, so I always stop and give people their flowers, and I usually don't. I guess I do end up doing it this early, but I want to stop for one. You're a young guy. From my perspective, let's just be honest. You're probably, relatively unknown, right? But that hasn't stopped you from taking yourself serious and taking your craft serious, and that consistency that you mentioned, that comes from being intentional. And so that's something that I've gotten from the clips I've seen of your music and from my interactions with you, is the intentionality that you have of wanting to do something. And so I got to commend you on that. That's a beautiful thing. And for someone to say, okay, look, I'm gonna take myself serious, and I'm gonna be consistent in what I put out here to the world. and I'm going to take action. That means you have confidence in yourself, and so
Yes,
you're already
sir.
winning. You know what I mean? So I just like, I'm gonna shut up, y'all. I'm sorry, but just had to, give you your flowers for that, man. That's a powerful thing, and kudos to you for doing that. So okay, we know 50 Cent obviously inspired you from the movie, right? You start rapping, or you start taking yourself a little bit more seriously when it comes to the rapping at that point in time. Who were some artists that you emulated, or I don't want to use the word copied, right? I don't want to say you copy somebody, but who were some artists that influenced you when it came to your writing style or to how you approached rapping?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I can say like Drake, like so like I look at him like and I see like so many like flows, so many styles. So I was like, hey, why focus just on rap? You can sing, you can rap, sing, you can harmonize. Like that's
That's where you
I took a little game from that, like just being versatile as an artist.
Okay.
Like not just from rap and sing, but like from genres also, like pop, rock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got multi-genre influence coming on.
Yeah, I got country, rock, pop, all that.
Country. Are you about to shabuzi? You gonna throw some shabuzi on us?
Man, I mean, it's not my strong suit, but like I try to like dibble and dabble with everything just to like explore that avenue, see how good I am at it.
Okay. And test yourself and see. Okay. And you seem to have enough confidence in it that you're gonna do good anyway. You're gonna do well enough anyway. I like that. So the easy question is why rap? And I say that because I feel like you have more than one talent. I feel like you have more than one passion. Like there's not just, I want to do music. Like I feel music has been a focus for you. But there's this essence about you that you have multiple talents going on. So my question isn't like, oh my God, why is this another guy trying to be a rapper? It's more like, why are you choosing rap and music as your vehicle for expression when you probably have a couple other talents?
Well, right now, as of now, music is something I've learned to profit off of. Like, and like, far as the other things, like, say, also would want to be like in movies or acting parts, commercials, or like anything like that. But I don't know much about that, and like my time is limited, my energy is limited because I do everything myself as an artist. Like set up my own show, find the artist, make the flyer, promote the flyer, market the flyer. You know, make sure everybody's getting there set up on time. Like it gets hectic, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, God damn, you know.
Okay. By that time, you don't want to act. You don't want to do nobody's.
Yeah, like, I just do what brings money in at the moment, I guess.
Okay.
But eventually, everything will pay for itself, and I'll be able to
branch out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Again, there's that intentionality, right? Intentionality where, you're self-aware. You're aware of what you want and what you can achieve and what you can do. And like you said, this is going to drain my energy. So let me focus right here and make this work. And when it's time, I can go over there. So I like that. I can definitely appreciate that. And I think a lot of us creatives should do that, right? Because we take on so much, whether we choose to or have to. You know what I mean? Sometimes we lose sight of the fact that we can't take on everything. And so if we got to do it all ourselves, then we need to find the right time to do those things and focus on what you can right now and make that flourish. So I like that. I like that a lot. What's your favorite type beat?
My favorite type beat.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is like, what's that type of beat that's gonna come on that you're gonna end up rapping to? You're like, I gotta spit some on that.
Right now, like I've been on the Boss Man D-Lo type beats.
Okay. All right, that's your vibe. Boss Man Sanders and shit. I like that. I fuck with it.
Straight up.
Pen or phone? How you writing?
Mixture.
Okay.
It's a mixture.
Okay. All right, a little pen and paper, a little phone background. Yeah. All right, I fuck with it. Ooh, your favorite place to write?
In the kitchen with dirty dishes.
I
ain't gonna lie to you. That's where I come up with most of the most fire stuff. In the kitchen, the dish is dirty and shit.
Like, why the dirty dishes?
I don't know. It just happens to always happen like that.
That's the one.
Like throw the headphones on, then I'm just rocking out in the kitchen, and
next thing you know,
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. All right, I fuck
Yeah.
with it. Okay, all right. Ooh. Now, this is one we call studio feng shui. And basically, what we're asking is, what are some things that have to be in that studio session in order to feel like you had a good session? And
Mm.
what are some things that cannot be in that session at all in order for you to feel like you had a good session?
Okay. We can start with the has to be.
Okay.
Really, I'm not too picky, but I just can't have distractions in the room. So like, and I gotta be. I like the one-on-one like
Okay.
focus engineer. I don't want you doing extra shit on your phone and.
Oh, okay.
But
Put
you
the
know,
phone away. This
just
work on me.
like
Work with me.
I paid you. Let's handle this business. Like let's make this worth it. You know. So
I like that. Okay.
that. Yeah, I guess that was my do's and don'ts. Like I don't care. I don't like a lot of people at my studio session with me.
So just you and a few other people at the most.
It just be me and my girl.
That's it. Okay, shit. That
That's
would be
it.
the few at the most, right? So it's really just you and your girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the engineer,
Mm-hmm.
and the engineer needs to be focused on the session, not on something else. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Which most that I.
and that's common sense, though, right? Like,
Yeah, you would think, but you know, hey man, some people, you know.
be extra. Or, you know, some people need it to feel the energy in order to get hyped to be able to go and project the energy that they need for that project.
Yeah.
I don't know. You seem like more of a self-starter. Like you got your own battery pack going for your shit. So
Yeah.
all right.
Pretty much.
So this is what we call, essentially, is what we call the chicken or the egg question.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, so one, what comes first, the beat or the lyrics?
Well, I have this like thing that happens when I hear the beat. It talks. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I
fire.
tap into this shit like I don't know.
Okay, so it's the beat.
Yeah, the beat.
It
gotta
starts
be
talking
like,
to
and
you.
it happens within the first 5 seconds. If it's played longer and nothing happens, then that ain't the one.
That ain't the one. Okay. So
Yeah.
you get a connection with the motherfucker, and then the words start coming out. Like, but it sounds like the words are coming to you through the beat because you said the beat speaks to you. And they start talking. Okay. So we know how you know what inspires you to start the song, right? It's the beat. The beat starts speaking to you. So then, what inspires a song for you? You know what I mean? Like you say you're at the you're getting ready to write or you're writing because you see dirty dishes in the kitchen, right? Like
it could be simply just that,
and that'll start a topic
like
or get
literally
you.
one word, dirty dishes. Then I just start flowing off of that. Boom, 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 boom.
And then
The beat will pretty much tell me what to write.
Okay, the beat will tell you what to write.
I listen to the beat, man.
That's fucking hard. That's hard. Okay, all right. How do you prepare for a show? Like, obviously the logistics, right? And you mentioned that you put your own shows together, so you fully know, you know, getting all this other stuff together, cables, mics, DJs, flyers, stuff like that. So the logistics are done. How does Marcus Sanders mentally get ready to get on stage and perform?
Prayer, meditation before, and then like I just try to like take it easy, you know, as far as like energy, not be around a lot of people. And then when it's time, boom. You know, it's just time. You just gotta be in that mode.
Now I've seen clips of you performing, and you're kind of a high. You know, it's a controlled energy. I see you kind of stalk the stage, and then when you get to a certain point, you burst out like. Rah.
Yeah.
So, where did you pick that up from? Because that's not something that a lot of artists do in terms of being able to control their energy output on stage. So
yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not a very hype person. I'm chill, I'm mellow, but also like I've been coming like I say like aggressive. Like I don't know how I could put it, but like the songs, like I just man, just suave movements. Like I'm not very too animated.
Right. But when you get up there though and you start moving around, you get that mic in your hand, it's like, oh, like those movements have some animation going on, even in your coolest state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still like, nah, he's flaunting some energy on you, motherfuckers, man. Okay.
Lately though, the last couple tracks though, I can't even control it. I just would be like, boom. That's
See,
and the crowd like, they be like, hey. I'll be like, okay, this is the one maybe.
so speaking of that, y'all know we love segues here, y'all. How do you know when a song is done? You know, you're working in the studio, whether you're doing it at the home studio or going into a session with an engineer. Like, you know, you could be working on that song for 3-4 hours or 3 or 4 days, right? How he said, oh no,
No, we don't do that.
oh no, my bad.
Yeah,
He said that's too much money, man.
Nah, yeah.
But like, no, okay, so a couple hours. We ain't going over no day. But ultimately, how do you know when the song is done?
Well, man, like when I record it, I already hear it done. So when I go there, it's rehearsed, and it literally take me one song per hour, and and my engineer makes as we go.
So you should be able to knock out 2 or 3 songs.
One song an hour at least.
In like
sometimes
a 3 hours.
2 an hour.
Depending. Well, how long are your sessions usually?
I do 3-hour blocks at a time because more than 3 hours, your ears is done pretty much. So.
Wow. You really in the mix with your shit. You know yourself very well. But 3-hour blocks, you're probably knocking out 3 to 4 songs then, huh?
4.
4, yeah. Okay. Wow, that's some Tupac type of work ethic, right? So that's some real strong work ethic, man. Good shit. So then, this is a question we call cosign.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your first cosign? And what I mean by that, okay, the song is done. You've listened to it. The engineers listened to it. You're ready to go. Who's the person the first person that you're gonna play it for? You know, to kind of get a sense of, is this good or not? Before you release it to the world, before you send it to your manager or something like that. Who's that first cosign?
I guess I would say my girl.
Okay, all right.
That's what most people ain't got too many friends, so like, yeah.
Okay.
I'll post a little snippet and be like, rate this track
which I think
fire
about this.
or trash can,
Okay.
Get feedback like that.
So you let the fans be, well, it really sounds like your girl, and then maybe after that you might let the fans like comment a little bit on the snippet.
Yeah, I'll throw a little snippet out there, see how they react, and then come with like a promo video if they react.
You mentioned that you do a lot of this yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What steps did you take to figure out what you needed to do in order to be successful at this? I mean, how did you even find out the different things that you have to do yourself?
Man, it took traveling the world, getting scammed,
oh my God,
and just, being fed up with not knowing. So educate yourself, look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes to find out it's not even that hard.
No.
All it takes, sometimes 5 minutes of research, you can figure out a year's worth of knowledge.
Now, that don't mean you guys can get a PhD or nothing. You don't go out there trying to be a doctor, but you can figure some shit out. I like that, man. Again, I love your intentionality and your intent, bro. Like, you're just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be consistent. I believe in myself, and I'm going to take action. And it's just like, I'll take the steps, bricks or not. We're going to take the steps to get there, man. So just kudos to you for that, man. We need more of that. If more artists, whether it be rap or not, put that kind of energy into their craft, there'll be a lot more successful artists, and we wouldn't be complaining about, mainstream and commercial and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with that, I do want to ask, what does underground mean to you? Like,
underground.
Would you consider yourself an underground artist?
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
I would say upcoming.
Upcoming. There we go. Not underground. I like that. What's the... Ooh. Yeah, let's ask this one. I like this one. What's the KC music scene like to you? Like, like from your perspective, you've been taking it seriously for the last 3 to 4 years, right? So how would you describe the KC music scene?
Well, I've been asked this question a lot, and like I'm gonna just answer it the same. Like, It's just based on popularity and politics.
Damn.
So like, I really don't think it has nothing to do with talent. It's just about like popularity in politics. You know?
Yeah. What do you think is the worst song that you've ever recorded?
I don't even know, bro.
Like, did you throw it away? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I just.
He said, "Nah." It's
Yeah, I just be throwing them away if they don't sound.
What is it that you didn't like about it?
Maybe it was like the sound of voice, the tone, the pitch, or something.
Something you just like. It was so bad that you couldn't like let me change. You're just like, no, I'm done with it. I don't want to even try.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned before that if you don't hear the beat, if the beat doesn't speak to you within like the first 5 seconds, you're done.
5 to 8 seconds.
5 to 8 seconds, you're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that in mind, you also kind of mentioned it wasn't going to take you more than a day to work on a song, right? Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, like how much time do you give yourself to write or to work on a song? Because you say you practice it before you go into the studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Usually
like, what's your lead up?
Takes like 30 minutes to write a song.
Damn.
Sometimes 15. I do this exercise where I set a timer for 15 and I try to like write as much as I can. Usually it's like a verse and a little bit more.
So you can write a verse in about 15 minutes or so. Okay. And you do it. Okay. So you really like are disciplined about this shit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Were you ever in the military? Were you a military family?
Nah.
Okay. I mean, you just have such a discipline about you that, I mean, you know what? You just a hustler. That's what the fuck it is. We gonna leave that alone.
Focus.
Focus. I like that. A lot of you artists need to get your focus. Never mind. Let me stop. Well, my next question was the longest time it's taking you to finish a song, but I don't think it's taking you that long, huh? But maybe a day.
I mean, there's times where I couldn't figure out what else to put, maybe.
Okay.
But I'll just start another.
It's like, all right, we'll just move on to that.
Yeah, I'll just have some pre-work and for another day.
How many unfinished songs do you have? Like, how many songs you got in the vault that, you know, move on?
I got probably two albums right now ready, but unfinished songs, a lot. Songs that won't be put out, probably like a lot, like 30 to 50.
Why are you still holding on to them?
Just the quality is not where I'm at now. There's no way I could put it out. It's just the quality is just.
So does that mean you're gonna have to go back and re-record them, or
no? It's probably just take the idea and put in another song, or maybe just just say it's all right, because the hits are within. I can always come. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
Where did you get your confidence from?
Being rejected.
That's a good one. That's a straight up fucking answer.
Not getting help, so I had to help myself.
And then so you built your confidence. Oh, I fucking love that, man. I love your energy is tremendous, bro. I appreciate you. What is your favorite rap or non-rap genre?
Non-rap genre? Pop. Cause the melodies of the pop music be crazy sometimes.
Pop is coming up. I've noticed a lot of people referencing that or mention that. And so, okay, what is pop to you? Like, what is it? A certain type of sound that means pop to you, or
like a mixture between club and like techno and hip hop?
Okay.
Like that. I mean, that's that type of pop I'm talking about. There's many forms of pop. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I ask, because pop could be popular, but there is a certain sound that people attribute to pop, and I think that's what you're describing is a sort of like, dance with the drum and bass kind of added on, and a little hip hop snare going.
Like the average college bar, club night type music.
Okay. So would you say that you make pop music to some degree, or is it?
Yeah, I got a few songs. That's pop.
Now, how do you navigate from? Because I've heard some of your songs, and I've seen some of your performances, and you kind of spit some gritter music too. So how do you navigate between hustling to pop music?
Cause you know what I'm saying, I just be lifing.
I've been
through a lot.
I like that.
Done a lot.
I like
So
that.
hey,
So let me ask you this. This one's gonna kind of sound like earlier where I said why rap, but in this case, I am asking why rap, but I'm not asking why you rap. What I'm asking is why do you think rap and hip hop are so popular? I mean, it's like, almost like at its peak popularity right now. Why do you think that is?
it's a form of expression. So people want to be heard. People want to be seen. So like music is probably like one of the best ways through visual art, through sound. You can touch a lot of people in many ways. So
Okay.
I feel like that's why a lot of people gravitate to being an artist, which mean music or paint or whatever.
You're still able
Performance.
to touch people and express. Okay. So ultimately, that's what you're looking to do is to express yourself and to touch people, to let them get to know you or to get to know something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 This one might be a tough one for you because you got so much damn confidence. What would you say is one of your greatest strengths, and then what would you say is one of your greatest weaknesses or opportunities?
I'll say my greatest strengths. One of my greatest strengths is the ability to overcome, and I'll say my biggest weakness, my anger,
Oh, you got
in
temper.
the heat of the moment, or just being blinded by emotion and just crash out on a situation. Rather be business or personal.
Either way, so you could be a bit of a hothead in that city. Okay, we gonna
Not
blame the red
not
hair? I'm
not
kidding. I'm just kidding.
natural hothead, but like once I'm in the mode, like it's like okay.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
just like coming back for a little bit.
I say because you chill,
Yeah, I'm chill,
but
but I'm also
once it gets there, then okay,
yeah. But it don't
okay,
happen much. But just in a sense, just
okay.
controlling that any type of not positive energy.
That can be
Sometimes
destructive for you.
yeah,
So
you let it take control.
okay, okay. All right, I like to see again. I appreciate that vulnerability, man. Thank you. I figured it might be a little tough question,
Yeah.
Ooh, who is your greatest rapper of all time?
My greatest rapper of I don't even know how to answer that honestly, brother, but I would say in a sense, I guess as a legend, like
Okay,
Tupac. I listened to Tupac when I was younger.
okay.
But as of like now, I really don't listen to too many artists. I listen to myself a lot so I can critique myself. But
Okay.
A Boogie is one I listen to a lot. I like, as I said earlier, Drake. But yeah,
Okay, you a lover boy.
I guess
I
somewhat.
said I guess. Come on,
I like
man.
melodies, man. So they
Yeah.
come with
Yeah, you
some of the
okay.
best melodies.
Maybe you're not a lover boy, but you definitely got some emotions. You definitely working with you work from the emotional space of things, it seems like. Okay, all right. Oh shit. Hold on. So a couple more questions here, but one thing I want to ask is like, how do I put it? What color is your aura when you're on stage, when you're performing, when you got the crowd responding and reacting to you? What do you think the color of your aura is at that moment?
That's blue, but almost purple.
Oh, so you thought about this. You was ready for that answer.
I mean, yeah.
You didn't do some like some soul work or some shit, some aura research. I said blue and purple. All right. What does this one's a little bit of logistics, right? What does crowd control mean to you? Like,
Crowd control. The ability to grab their attention,
okay.
whether it be like eye contact or movement, like feet, hand. Some people, you know what I'm saying, too much pride won't even look at you.
Right.
But they feet moving, they head moving,
Yeah.
So
I got
you're
you.
like, I got you. yeah, I see you.
And that was gonna be my next question is how do you know when you've got control of the crowd or some part of the crowd?
I mean, for me, I don't know. I just feel it.
You just can
I
tell.
just
like,
know
I got
by
you.
the eye contact when I just said the movement.
Okay.
You know?
When the show is over, how do you decompress? How do you unwind? Because that's a lot of energy that you're expending and also receiving, right? Depending on how the show goes.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's all said and done, and you're like, all right, the show's over. How do you decompress?
It's really not hard for me, man. I just walk off the stage, dab people up, and sit back down, chill.
Go back. Yeah. You too fucking cool, bro. You too cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool hand Markcus in the building, y'all. So look, just a couple more questions, man. I really appreciate the sit down. So I guess we kind of asked like what inspires your song, but my question for you is like who or what is your inspiration? Like why do you keep doing what you do?
I think of like my children, my mom, like family. I want to eventually have all this take care of us. Then we can start some family stuff. Then boom, businesses upon businesses.
Okay, you're a businessman, man.
Create the good wealth for our kids, so they can like carry this on and just keep taking care of it. Cause like we need to just, you know what I'm saying?
Look, y'all hear them. I know y'all hear that shit. I
To
like
just,
that. Yeah, we need that generational
man,
wealth.
Yeah, we need. I'm sick. I'm tired of it. So like, I'll dedicate all the rest of these years I got to making sure something like that can happen.
Man, thank you. Okay, so I know I keep kind of pausing, but like, I love your energy. Like you're very serious, but very chill.
This is it.
And I can tell you ready to laugh, you ready to have a good time, but you're also ready to get it. Like this, you know what I mean? And you ain't trying to punch nobody in the face. You ain't trying to punch no clock either. I'm trying to get this money and chill. That's the energy I get off of you, man, and I love it.
That's definitely me.
He said, that's it. That's
me, man.
So this is a question we call the elevator pitch. And I know you got a bunch of material. My question is though, if you were to run into somebody on the street and they wanted to get to know Markcus Sanders, what would be the project or song that you would have them listen to kind of get a taste of who you are as an artist?
I'll probably give them some R&B, just because if it's only one song I can play for them, I would definitely want to like go for their emotions, bring them in through that, and then the song will have to be relatable. So I feel like Mama, I'm Sorry. I have a song called Mama, I'm Sorry, and I'm pretty sure any and everybody can relate to that.
Yeah, I've been sorry a couple times, Mama. I'm sorry. Man, okay. So here's the other thing I want to ask you. Like because you do a lot of the things yourself, how do you give up some of the other functions that you can't do? Like right now you're not engineering, so you have to give up some of that control to the engineer.
I don't give them up. I just put them on back burner.
Oh shit!
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna do this and this for this week. Then next on the weekend, I'm gonna do this and that, and then just switch back and forth. Boom.
Okay, so you just time
put
manage
on a different suit, different PPE for each job.
Okay, how you keep your suit clean?
Yeah, man.
So then, okay, in that sense, then how do you keep from getting burnt out?
Man, I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. Like Kevin Gates said,
man, like he
man. I got a 9 to 5 too, so.
Now, you know what I mean? And so you're doing that?
Just, I want this bad, so I gotta just, whatever.
Keep pushing.
Whatever come with, you gotta just do it. You gotta do it. No excuses. Do it. Wake up, do it. I'm tired, do it. I don't care. Do it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, so look, I got a couple sponsored questions, man. We got to pay a few bills here. All right. First of all, the sponsored question goes out to Thrax Pastry. Nothing for sale here, just a suggestion of where you can spend some time. I promise you'll enjoy the journey. So This question is super simple. What's your go-to comfort food? What's that meal or dish that it doesn't matter how your day been? Maybe the engineer was being kind of a dickhead in the studio or the show didn't quite go like you wanted. But you get home and you have that go-to comfort meal and you feel good all over again.
And I'll be chopping up potatoes, man.
Oh, shit.
And just seasoning them joints real good and just making like fried potatoes.
Oh, you a country boy? That's got a little country vibe to it. What, fried potatoes?
I wouldn't say country boy. I'm definitely a city boy, but yeah.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. This one comes from the Goonies. Kind of the city bad guys. They're kind of villainous. Ain't villains only, you know. You know what I'm saying? But look, if you're looking for a beat, looking for instrumental, looking for some kind of background to make you feel better about what you do while you're beating somebody up, you should go tap in with the Goonies. Just saying. Villains only. So all you do-gooders, get the hell out of here. But no, what makes a good bad guy?
You said what?
What makes for a good bad guy?
A good bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. That threw me off. What the hell?
Like
what makes for a good bad guy?
Mm-hmm. What would make you like a villain?
Man. You gotta have some finesse.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. You gotta have some finesse and most definitely gotta like have no feelings.
You a bad guy? Nah, I'm playing. I'll just play it. I set him up for that one.
Yeah, I was just saying, man. I watch a lot of movies, man. I pay attention.
I had to set you up for that one, man. So look, we're at the point where I ask the question that I ask everybody, right? This is my closing question. But before I get there, man, I have to stop and give you your flowers. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of the times they're all very intentional and they want to get things accomplished. But your energy and the way that you go about it is it's not off-putting. It's not like, fuck you, I want to get this done. It's like, hey, man, I'm chill. Let's have a good time, but let's get some business done, man. And I love it. I appreciate it. And I think it's something that we need more of in the black space, but especially in the music space, right? Where you don't got to come off like you're trying to hustle somebody. You just come off like you're trying to get your shit done. You can be a hustler without finesse.
That's all, man.
And that, you see, and then I want to thank you, man. I love your energy. I appreciate you for that. Here's my closing question. I ask everybody this, and I'll probably ask you this again next time I interview you. When it's all said and done, when the show is over, when the music is stopped, what is it you want the people to walk away with as far as the Markcus Sanders experience?
Well, first and foremost, you know, just, I don't know, it's self-explanatory, but they life. Because you know how crazy the world is, you know. Crazy stuff happen at venues every day. So that, I want to make sure everybody's safe. I want to make sure everybody had a good time. And just everybody just feel like respected and they got their money's worth out of the night.
See, he ain't finessing the shit out of none of y'all. He's hustling, but with a heart. Who'd have thunk it, right? Well, shit, it can happen. So, okay. That's all said, man. It's all done. Everyone's walking out there feeling good, going home safely. Where can they find some Markcus Sanders music and what's coming up next?
All you got to do is tell Siri to play Markcus Sanders or tell Google play Markcus Sanders, and they going to play Markcus Sanders, you know?
What? It's just like that, y'all. Hey, man, look, it's been a hell of a conversation. Is there anything you want to tell them on the way out?
I want everybody to just take this year and the years from here and now on to just believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trust God, believe in yourself. It's that simple. Trust God and believe in yourself.
You can't beat that. All right, y'all. Now, look, as I always say, love yourself like you try to love the world. Do something to earn your place in the world this week. Just be a dope motherfucker. Y'all have a good one. Hey, Siri, play some Markcus Sanders for me.